Torpor, welcome in. Congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, claiming first in the chat for this stream. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, I'm a little sleepy. And I need to bring my microphone closer, I think. Oh, heck, titters. Yeah, no worries at all. I hope you had a fun game night, though. It certainly sounds like you did. But yeah, please enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. And
Hero Quest is the best game ever made, and anyone who says otherwise is wrong.
I guess enjoy whatever hangover cure you're going to have. Cypher, welcome and hope you're doing well today. Oh, I need to fix that. I'll put that into my to-do list. Ooh, lovely stuff, titters. Primbles, holy shit, thank you so much for being subscribed for 34 months.
Primeval One has been a sub for 34
insane.
months. Very naughty.
Thank
oh,
you.
Good Lord, 33 months.
I am just putting a note into my own Discord to remind me that I need to fix the pronouns possessive lower problem with the Lurkers Lounge command. So we will get things kicked off properly in a moment as soon as I have done that. It may just be that I haven't Yes, Cypher, yes it is. Nobody entered yesterday and I was too tired to bother changing it for something else, so it's just ticked over to today. Vertigo is actually a game that's going to get played on stream at some point. And yeah, I don't do that very often, but it was kind of a quiet one last night, so I figured I'd give folks that normally come in on the Sunday stream a chance to get in on the action with this one. Because normally when everybody's already got the game, I see lots of comments in chat going, oh no, I've already got that. So, yeah.
Hello there.
Hello, Rocket. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. What can I say? I had a good night. Oh boy, have I been there. And fairly recently. Like, you know, I was having a good old laugh about the Get Hobbs Drunk achievement in Broken Sword 5. Yeah, there are very few people in the real world that have that achievement. Very few people in Broken Sword that have that achievement, but that's beside the point. Hello, Grox. Welcome in.
You're goddamn right, homie.
Well, that was quiet. Just barely heard it, but is it a good night if you don't do yourself a serious injury? Okay, it's a good night if you don't do yourself a serious injury, but it's also a good night if you do yourself a serious injury and don't notice until halfway through the next day. Could make an in the Navy joke. I mean, you could, and I'm sure people here would be very receptive to it. There we go, that's the word. I'm a little sleepy today, which is weird because I went to bed at a surprisingly reasonable time for me, and slept all the way through the night. Like, I slept well for a change. I did wake up early though as a result, so maybe that's why I'm sleepy. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh god. Here we go. And the sun's just fucking come out, so it's going to be another absolute melter here today. Okay, so we're going to play a game called Verne today. This was very kindly gifted to me by Inquisitor Grox. It is a Jules Verne themed, potentially point and click. But it is definitely like an interactive story adventure game. And this is just where it booted up for the record. I didn't want to touch anything. Oh. End Zone 2 Kickstarter campaign. Well, if there's one way to make sure that your Kickstarter campaign gets some notice, it's... we finished Loom, Cypher. Loom is done. We beat it. Right, I am going to turn the music down for me because, dear sweet Jesus, it is loud. Got subtitles on, lovely. It's got an accessibility menu. We love that. Let's see what we've got. It has an open dyslexic font. Oh, lovely. Okay, so you can either have pixel art or open dyslexic. If everyone's okay with it, I'm going to keep it on pixel art, but if you'd prefer me to put it open dyslexic, let me know now. I'm going to turn the camera shake off for anybody in chat that's got motion sickness issues. Controller vibration I'm turning off because of my arthritis. Sound representation, let's have that on. That might be quite useful. Honestly, I personally find the pixel art more legible. Yeah, me too, to be honest with you. Hey, you had to leave, Cypher. Wanted to see your face at the ending. Well, there's always the VOD. It's up on YouTube already, and it's still available on Twitch for another, like, 23 days. I think. Yeah. I'm afraid, Cypher, as much as I would have loved to have been able to honour your want there, I couldn't just stop playing the game until you came back, could I? No, we beat Loom last weekend. Yesterday I collapsed. Oh shit, are you okay, Rocket? You can turn the QTEs off. Okay, that's neat. I'm going to leave them on. Because otherwise I think it may just end up being like a walking sim. We'll see. I mean, I fell asleep midstream. Oh, I see. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Be nice and relaxed or just very tired and yeah. Go for a little sleep in the Lurkers Lounge. Not wrong with that. But yeah, we finished Loom with so much time left over that I felt comfortable enough to do... The All-World game wasn't helping, to be honest, as in it was making you sleepy. I mean, it's definitely not something that I will continue playing on stream because, like I said, during the stream, I can't interact with you folks while I'm playing it, really. I have to focus on what I'm doing. No, not All-Well itself, Prime B. We were playing a little bit of... It's not called Hackers. Mind Scanners. It was getting under my skin. Yeah, fair play. But it's a very Orwellian game. You can tell that somebody read 1984 at least 3 times when they were writing that game, put it that way. Which is not a bad thing. Orwell had some very interesting things to say. Orwell be good, though. I do like Orwell as well. I've got Orwell. Yes, the game. Yeah, Orwell's good. Orwell, the author, also good. Okay. We'll leave the QTEs on and see how we get on. This is already endearing me to it, endearing itself to me with its style, I've got to admit. It's very pretty. You know how much I love my pixel art. Okay, so it's got autosaves. We like that. That was an octopus. Oh. I think Assemble have given me a code for something in the past. I recognise the name. We had to study 1984 for GCSE English cipher, so I know the feel there. South Atlantic Ocean, 1888.
The end of the nation is very
It's voice acted.
Verne.
Fuck yes.
You are very confident about your triumph. Until we open the chest, we won't know for sure if the Compass of Destiny is really inside.
The chest is in perfect shape after 2,000 years under the sea. No human technology can do that. It's Atlantean, that's for sure.
The ship, the inscriptions, all the pieces fall into place. The Compass of Destiny is inside. We are going to change the course of this goddamn war, Verne. We are going to change history.
Take it to Mr. Verne's lab and start maneuvers to ascend for air recycling.
This discovery will change it all.
March 25th, 1888. Scientific Officer Log. It's a great day for the captain, who has asked me to begin documentation while he
Agreed,
delivers a
Prime B.
speech to the crew in the library. After months of searching, at last he found it. He doesn't have the slightest doubt that the Compass of Destiny is in his hands. An old artifact that, once released from inside this chest, it is supposed to guide us safe and sound to the flame of Hephaestus, the most powerful energy source in the world. The Deadbolt has a complex defensive system, and the...
Oh, okay. So... WASD to move, shift to run, Q to start playing. E to interact. Answer the phone.
Verne, quick! The nation is attacking us. Not a single Atlantean piece can fall into their...
Uh-oh.
Mon Dieu! Merde! 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 I must hurry to recover the iMac. It's inside of the armory's safe room, and wait there. It's the safest place around.
Oh, okay. We have to open this up. It wouldn't let me do anything else. I like that it tells you from the beginning to run. Yeah, that is nice. I mean, we've got alarms going off, so running seems like a sensible option. iMag, Atlantean reality altering device. The iMag is a powerful Atlantean device capable of detecting fissures in the flow of reality and offering its user the different possibilities that could take place in the same instant. Dormammu, I come to bargain. First and unique prototype was manufactured a few months before the incident that caused the destruction of the Atlantean civilization. Created with the intention of speeding up construction and technological development, they discovered. However, the iMac had a limitation. Very few could provide it with the tremendous amount of imagination necessary for optimum performance. Only the brightest and most creative minds could do so. Okay, now I'm thinking about the Lego movie. The goddess Placia intervened in its manufacture, inspiring Atlantean engineers and providing ideas for its operation. However, neither she nor any primordial could use it, since the emotional influences emanating from them affected the flame of Hephaestus, destabilizing it. You must be a master builder. Yes, we must be the most special, most awesome, most talented person in all of the world. We're probably not. Whatever plans the Atlanteans had for its manufacture were abruptly interrupted by the hecatomb that wiped out their land, so the iMac became a unique device on Hemera. After that, it simply disappeared. Its location gave rise to hundreds of theories, the most plausible being the one that describes how several surviving Atlantean families hid in what we now know as Greece, becoming an object of veneration and giving rise to the pre-Hellenic cult of Placia, which had a short but intense existence. Mary Sue. What's the mask equivalent of a Mary Sue? It's a Gary Stew, isn't it? Oh. Current story mission, saving the Nautilus. Side missions, no side missions. Oh my god, this game has side missions. No collectibles. Oh, it had controller settings. Oh, that's better. Like having the having all of the controls sort of cramped up in a little corner on my keyboard is not comfortable for me. Ah, right. Thank you, Rocket. Did not know that. I have found my run button. There is a little worm there. Go to the armory to protect the iMac. Okay. Okay, now we can leave, apparently. We all are the Nautilus. Okay.
I must hurry to the armory. I must hurry to the armory.
Okay, we're not going to be allowed to do anything, are we? Whoa! That's one heck of a map. You are here. An entire room dedicated to Nemo's organ. Well then. Lab is above us. Bunks, mess room, maintenance, core. Armories all the way over to the left.
No, blocked.
Shit.
There's only one way to the armory.
Just have a very large organ, yes. Apparently so. Around 100 cows, fucking hell, that's a lot of cows.
Mary,
Okay, so...
the elevators are disabled.
Okay. So... we have no access to the map outside of looking at this map on the wall. Can't go left. Elevator's disabled. What does this do? Ah! Access shafts. Okay.
Going down, it's not the answer. It's a cul-de-sac.
Okay. Up we go. Oh, that doesn't look healthy.
Gods, the Valkyrie. It's eerier than I thought. I must get to the front hatchway.
This way? No. This is the back. Oh my god, it has stealth elements. The visibility icon appears at the bottom left and shows you whether or not you are visible to enemies. Okay. Warning shot. Oh dear, okay. So... we can't crouch. Oh. Oh. How are you supposed to avoid this? There's nothing to interact with.
I can't go back inside. I must continue.
Attack monkey? Yeah, I don't know what it wants me to do. Like, it's all well and good saying that there's a thing showing if you're visible to enemies or not, but... Then gets slightly darker where the light can't see you. So if I stand here, they won't be able to see me when it goes over me. Ah. Thank you. Like, I wasn't really sure if I should chance trying to stand anywhere, because... Damn it. Okay, so if I stand here... I want to check something whilst we're waiting as well. Well, once the light's gone again. Okay, so, yeah. The second the light isn't on me anymore... Oh, no, there it is. Okay. So it does show you that icon when you're standing somewhere where you won't be seen. Fair enough.
Maybe the main door is not a good idea.
We'll go back here for a moment. There we go. I thought it was going to make me do a thing to climb down it then, and I was going to get caught again. Okay, so where are we now? Okay. We've bypassed the library and Nemo's organ, and we're in the chart room in the bridge.
It's jammed.
Guess we ain't going that way. Oh dear.
Oh mon dieu! Adam and Sean, this is a massacre. But wait, these bullet wounds on Sean. There are no blood drops around. He was shot after he was dead. That's disconcerting.
That is weird. Can't go any further that way. I'll go straight down.
It's jammed. I have to go down to the armory. Maybe I can open the safety hatches from the bridge.
Back up to the bridge then. Apparently we climb the ladders at only 1 speed. Bridge.
I won't go up again. No way.
But the bridge is over there. And that was jammed. Yeah, it's still jammed. Is there another way into the bridge? Oh, maybe. Yes, here we go. So there's the chart room.
It's Verne. Is somebody there? No foes here. It's
Hello.
Verne. Where's everybody? And Nadine?
The pilot has disappeared. Very likely she has been captured with the others at the library.
What happened? How is that even possible?
That's why we couldn't get into the library.
The servo radars didn't work. Nothing has worked. They crushed us. Damn Raven.
The Raven? Mad.
Well, that's not the worst of all. The captain has activated the Nautilus self-destruction.
What?
He will never let his technology fall into the hands of the nation.
How much time do we have?
Less than 10 minutes.
Mon Dieu!
Great.
You are the second in command. Can't you disactivate it?
Only Nemo knows the code. He told me to protect the bridge to speed away as soon as we release ourselves. But the engines are currently paralyzed until the captain reactivates the core. That's why we're still outside.
Oh my God! What will we do?
You are the only one who can do something.
What? The only what? I'm not a soldier.
Well, now you must become one. I will open the hatches to the armory chamber. Once there, take the IMAG and do whatever you can to save the Nautilus.
But the IMAG? It's not a weapon. We barely know how to use it or what it can do. What if it
Oh,
sinks us?
I found a
What do you
typo.
fancy more? A quick death beneath the sea or a long life of tortures at one of the nation's penitentiary mines? Move!
Okay. So we want to go down here. I like the very arcadey sound
Mon Dieu!
that we get from the hatches being engaged. Okay, so where is it? Guess we go down one more. Yep, this looks
Grabbed that paper with his last strength. It's bloodied. I'm coming.
no cracks in the flow of reality are detected. Okay.
Armory here.
Verne, the opto recorders show that the Raven has cornered the captain and the engine core. Go there. I will open the hatch.
And what am I supposed to do?
Think. You'll figure something out. You're an imaginative guy.
Mad.
Okay, so we're just the special, and now we're trapped. The iMag is an Atlantean artifact capable of detecting cracks in reality and making small rewrites at specific moments, in case things get difficult for you. iMag offers logical choices. Explore the world to get more options. Select one, but be careful, not all of them have a happy ending. Let's go for will it hold? And I need to do something. It's not affecting you, but it's really affecting me. Do not disturb on Steam. There we go. Sorry. One of the people I have on my friends list on Steam is clearly having some trouble with the game they're trying to play and keep booting it up, and it keeps popping up and covering the bottom right corner of my screen.
The ceiling kept withstanding.
Well done. Now you must wait for the iMag to recharge. If you choose wrong, the iMag may go back a short time, but beware, it doesn't happen often. Happy rewriting. Ruh-roh.
That paper. I could try with the iMag.
Okay. So, how do we... Do I have to... Is it not finished recharging yet? I guess it's not finished recharging yet, because he's not giving me anything to do. I mean, he said that paper, but... Ah, here we go.
Before dying, he released a paper he was holding in his hand.
The nation. Ancient Prussian kingdom. The Prussian kingdom, after years at war, gathered from her defeated neighbours enormous wealth and great scientists, whose work allowed her to develop impressive technological advances. Thanks to this superiority, in a few years, she annexed a large part of Europe to, in 1815, proclaim herself as the nation. The only one, because there can be only one true nation, and only one identity that protects the civilized human being from barbaric savagery. In 1835, the nation began her global expansion, and the Great Asiatic 30 Years' War began. Asiatic. In 1860, after the capitulation of the Sino-Japanese alliance and the defeat of Great Russia, the nation turned its gaze to the Golden Empire of Africa. The war spread beyond the continent, and the world of Hemera suffered years of atrocities under the nation's rule. In 1880, after several years of tyrannical peace, and thanks to the technology developed by Captain Nemo, thousands of citizens finally united in a global resistance to fight a planetary scale guerrilla war, oh my god, that was hard for me to say, against the nation. To the surprise of their military leaders, the fire of revolution was rekindled throughout Hemera. Today, the nation is led by the Men of the Curia, a select group of 23 pro-men, members of the political, military and scientific elite. Sorry, the phrase pro-men made me a little nervous there. Each year, amid great displays of patriotism, a member of the Curia assumes power, but it is no more than a formalism, since the nation is managed by more than one head. In fact, one of its foundations is the great power struggles between the various groups that fight to occupy as many seats in the Curia as possible. One can only become part of the Curia by replacing one of its members, so accidents, illnesses, and suicides are not uncommon in its history. Alas, not the proto-men, who would be far better. More like the con-men, indeed. Obviously, the common people have no real voice or vote in the Curia, nor, of course, do they have the slightest influence on the actions of the nation, no matter how much propaganda claims otherwise. Well then. Cheerful. Where were we going? go to the core. Let's have a look at the map. So we want to go down. And then down again. And then through the maintenance hatch into the core. Ah, colonialism. Hello, Sinister. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Of course it's Prussia, a German nation that goes bananas. Yeah. I'm melting. Still really warm where you are, then. It's not much better here, if I'm honest. I thought it was going to be, because it rained a little bit last night, the second Slow went to the shops. Much to his dismay. Okay, so now we're at the workshop. We need to take the lad. Shit. So we've got tidy person or bomb proof. This doesn't look like it was caused by a person. So let's go with bomb proof.
Didn't affect the room.
Oh, oh dear. That's a busted ladder.
I still have some stuff to do.
Oh, you spoil all my fun, Verne.
Blocked. I can only use the iMag if I know the possible options. I must find another way inside.
Okay, no, nothing there. Anything here? No. See, what we need to do is go down again. And there should be... Ah! No, that's for the door, isn't it? Yeah, that's for the door. Bugger. And I can't go back up unless I can repair the ladder. Oh, that just says last action, but that suggests that there's something we can do there. So maybe this one?
Before dying, he left the emergency hatch open.
Oh! Oh, okay. That wasn't particularly clear on what it meant by last action, but that's fine. Currently ranging between 28 and 31, 51% humidity. That's fucking disgusting. We also can't run while we're crawling. Supposedly it's raining, I can't see it. Yeah. No, we had like a proper sort of 5 minutes of heavens opened. All the plants got a nice drink, which they so sorely needed.
Work. It must have run out of energy. I could fix the electric board.
Okay, fix the electric board then. Oh, it's a puzzle, everyone. We love a good puzzle. Fix the electrical panel by removing the melted part. Choose a part, select, deselect. Once you've selected, you can move it. And that's where we need to... Right, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Easy peasy.
You just don't know when to surrender.
That's a neat mask.
Of course not.
Ah, that's Raven. That makes
Still have to
sense.
finish your face.
The Nautilus is at last in your hands. Tell me how to deactivate the self-destruction and take my word as a gentleman. I will free your crew.
I think I need to bring the sound effects down a little
I
bit.
saw in the penitentiary mind what to free means to you, you damn sadist. I will die before releasing the Nautilus to your masters.
It's a shame
Hello.
like this,
Thank
but
you so much for the raid, friend.
granted, Captain. This time you will not escape. Brothers, take aim.
No! What am I doing?
Verne, what are you doing?
I will greet you all properly in a moment, folks. We're in a cutscene.
The amazing Atlantean artifact I've heard so much fuzz.
Release them and get out. Don't move. Get back.
60 seconds to self-destruction. 60 seconds to self-destruction.
Don't be stupid, Nemo. Stop the countdown before we all die.
No.
Then say goodbye to your dear Verne.
No!
Okay, this is tutorializing, so I think I'm okay to just leave it there and I'm not going to get shot. We'll find out in a minute. Halo, thank you so much for trusting me with your community today. Welcome on in to you and the Raiders. I hope SnowRunner was fun. For anyone that's not been here before, hello, my name is HobbyTan. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. My pronouns are they, them. And today we are starting our playthrough of Verne, a Voyage into Fantasy, I think it's called. I can never remember the bit that comes after the Shape of Fantasy. There we go. There we go. I only had to click out of the game and check the stream title to find out. This game looks cool. It's quite good so far. It's not strictly... Yes, Verne is in Jules Verne. This is a Jules Verne themed adventure game. It's not strictly a point and click, so my title is slightly wrong. But I'm willing to let that slide. So we play Verne, probably the Verne, and we have this Atlantean artifact called the IMAG, or IMAG, or Image, seen as it's probably short for imagination. I'm going to keep calling it the IMAG. It's like the the iMac by Apple. See, it even keeps calling it the iMac in my captions. Hello, Taco. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. So we've got this little Atlantean artifact that can reshape small pieces of reality, but only when it's wielded by someone with a very powerful imagination. So we're basically the special from the Lego movie. Like the actual special.
Go and take your meds if you haven't already.
Oh shit, Taco, thank you. I have not taken my meds today, and I will also hydrate whilst I'm doing that. Anybody else that hasn't taken their meds yet, please take an opportunity now to do so whilst I fish mine out, because I haven't set my Dosette box up for this month yet, because I'm bad at that. Dosette or Dosset? How do you folks say that? I've only ever seen it written down. I always want to say Dosset because it makes more sense to me, because it's for dosing your medication. You could say you unlocked this world with the key of imagination. I did. I did. Oh, we got some meat mecha maintenance as well. Shit, we got everything going on. Right, have I got all my meds? I think I've got all my meds there. Good stuff. So I'll medicate first, and then we'll do the meat mecha maintenance. Right. Folks in chat, my participation in this is mandatory because Taco has paid for it. Your participation in Meat Mecha Maintenance is actively encouraged. Take an opportunity, if you so desire, to give your shoulders a little roll. Unshrimp if you are shrimping in your seat. Maybe do a little twist. We're doing some in-chair calisthenics today. Have a nice little stretch. Crack those knuckles. And give the neck a roll as well, actually. Thank you for that, Taco. I'm planning, by the way, on turning the stretch and the posture check, seeing as they always get redeemed together, into just a meat mecha maintenance command. Hello, Hans. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Godzilla is browsing shower cabinets because my bathroom is flooding and I need to take the old shower down to get cleaned properly under it. Might as well replace it when I do. Yeah, fair play. Means you get to pick a nice shower that you personally prefer as well, which is always good. I support this. Oh, bless you. Yeah, thank you, Taco. Right. With all that done, on with the game. Oh, yeah, I've also updated the treat, but also money. Yeah, no, I know that feeling, Hans, but if you're going to get something good out of it, and that's going to last a long time, it's worth it to spend that bit of money now, even if you won't have it in the short term. You can always save up for other things, like later down the line, but you'll have a nice new shower, you know? Yeah, I've also updated the treat channel point redemption, so now it is a treat for the bar staff, instead of there being a separate treat for me, treat for DMAC, and treat for HobbyTan when HobbyTan comes back. It's all just the single one, so if you redeem that, all three of us get a treat. Well, both of us if Dee's not here. But... And I haven't adjusted the price either. It's gone into the cheaper one. So, 800 points I think it was, to give me a treat originally. It's now 500. And everybody else gets a treat at the same time. Okay, back to the game. To use the iMag at full capacity, complete the sequence by pressing the correct symbol before time runs out. If you find the quick time events difficult, disable them in the accessibility menu within the options menu. I do really like that. I like that you can turn the QTEs off. We'll see how bad they are. But what if I only want HobbyTan and DMAC getting a treat? Wow, Grox. Wow. Well, I suppose you can just say that in chat and then I won't have a treat. And I'll feel really left out and slightly hurt. Okay, they're not too bad. They're not too bad.
Again? No.
Uh-oh.
Verne! I will find you!
The iMac had never displayed that amount of power.
It is iMag, okay. I've been saying it right.
My mind was dragged again to the bridge, an image that was torturing me over the last months. I didn't wake up until a few hours later, a time that surely Nemo felt was like an eternity.
That was a nice little tutorial mission. Oh, that was chapter 1. Chapter 1 was the tutorial. I liked it.
Captain, my take is that the only way to open it safely is exposing it to the iMag.
Are you sure?
This deadbolt is a piece made by Phobos priests. Their devices were famous for being impenetrable, forged with the remainders of a meteorite.
No worries at all, Halo. Thank you again for the raid. I hope you get some good rest under you, and whatever you're up for in 3 hours isn't too trying on you. Take care. Hello, Kian. Welcome, and I hope you're doing well today. 1888, a terrible year indeed.
Destructive imagination and hopelessness don't exist.
Not presented in the shape of fireworks and sparks.
Oh boy, Hans, do I know that feel.
Break the chest with a crowbar.
We've got lots of stuff like that we'd love to do, but it would need a lottery win.
With Mr. Verne's imagination and uses it to creatively change our reality. Therefore, it's a positive force, directly opposed to the kind of energy that the deadbolt uses. I that the energy of the IMAG will nullify the one in the lock.
Or the abolishment of money. I'd be okay with that too, yes.
The deadbolt is a rusty key, and the IMAG, the sand that wipes away when scrubbed.
Do it, Verne.
Is nobody else concerned about the idea that the IMAG feeds on Verne's imagination?
The IMAG. It doesn't work. It looks like it ran out of energy. That explosion must have dried it up.
You must make it work. We must release the compass of destiny from this chest.
Shouting at me won't help.
Adriel, go and look for Petrov. May he bring the torch and...
Captain, I must advise against force opening the chest. Unless you want to lose your mind. What is imperative?
I'm sure it's fine. Uh-huh.
To why the
Uh-huh.
IMAG is dead.
If you have any theory, spit it out now.
It's possible that, given that the IMAG gets its energy from the imagination of its host, the problem is inside your mind, Verne.
Wow, rude.
Yes, that's true. You talked about hallucinations.
Yes. For an instant...
Compass of Destiny, Astrolabe of Fate, Map of Predestination, indeed.
Do you remember seeing something like this in your vision?
It certainly has a likeness with the shadow I saw at the bridge, but are you telling me that I saw Phobos, the Atlantean god of fear?
Fear is a narrow description of what Phobos really meant to the Atlantean people. For them, he was the destructive imagination, the one born out from despair and angst. You could also say that his sister Placeia, however, represented fantasy. But the truth was that she was
Placeia.
perceived as the
I need to try and remember how to
source of
say these.
the one that thrives from hope. I think that Atlanteans believed that the balance between the two brothers dictated one's own sanity. If Phobos has broken...
Given that Apple release announcements are on a Tuesday, all of this talk of the iMac may be a spoiler. Oh no!
Mythology. I don't believe in Phobos, hence it's impossible that it's harming me.
The thing here is...
I'm gonna get screwed over for an NDA now, aren't I? Totally real island of Atlantis. This is a fantasy game, Kian, it's fine.
I refuse to believe in hocus pocus.
And how can you explain the IMAG blast? It saved your life.
I don't
Yeah, Verne.
Atlantean technology doesn't work. What I mean is that...
Enough with the debate! We are losing precious time. What matters is that the IMAG only works with you. It's obvious that your hallucinations are a symptom of some kind of disorder.
Bit harsh.
Visit Dr. Cedric and get yourself a neurological check.
Oh shit! Double raid. Silas, hello. Welcome on in, and thank you so much for trusting me with your community today. For anyone that's not been here before, hello, my name is HobbyTan. I'm a variety streamer based in Scotland. My pronouns are they, them. We are on to chapter 2 of our very first playthrough of Verne. I still can't remember what the rest of the game title is. The Shape of Fantasy. There we go, I remembered. How was your stream? How are you getting on with Starfield? Hello, Not Sambol. Welcome in, and thank you for the follow.
After his death, I believe that the murderer was trying to hide the fact that he was killed before the boarding.
God damn it. Let's keep our eyes opened. If there is a traitor in such a small space, he or she will be exposed sooner or later.
I'm glad you're enjoying it, Silas.
God damn it.
I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about it, so I'm very intrigued when I see people I know streaming it, about how they're getting on with it. I'm doing good, thank you. A little sleepy today.
Atlantean magic.
Very much a hat-wearing playthrough.
Let's go to deck 3 to see
Shayness, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today, and thank you so much for being subscribed for 20 months.
Shinus
Holy
has been a
heckers.
sub for 20 months.
Closing
Very
in on
naughty.
that 2-year
Sublet
mark.
to the hobo.
I hope you're doing well, Shay. What were we supposed to do? I wasn't really paying much attention near the end of that cutscene. Go to see the doctor. Oh, yeah, because Captain Nemo thinks that we're insane. But really, aren't all artists a little bit mad? All great writers are just a tiny bit crazy. Oh, yeah, bugger, that's a big organ. I can see why it's got its own dedicated room.
Nemo's organ has always fascinated me, and also gives me chills, just like the captain.
Oh, I hope we have a clean cut of that. Wait, can I do it again? Hang on.
Nemo's organ has always fascinated me, and also gives me chills, just like the captain.
How dude.
I feel better now. Sorry. Apparently we can play Nemo's organ. And fairly well. I prefer the view that everyone who represses their creativity is insane. Yeah, that is a much better view to take. But the tortured artist trope is a trope for a reason. Sometimes it's extremely difficult to get the things out of your brain onto paper or whatever else you want to put it on. Currently looking for the missing parts of my Avenger Strike Fighter. I knocked it over while swatting biters. Oh no! Sorry to hear that, Shay. I hope you find them. Does he have a first mate named Dory? No, he does not, Kian. Nemo is named after the captain, not the other way around. Let's hope Nemo is interested in Verne's organ. That's a very fair point. Keep thinking that this crowd might be both a bit young and a bit old for the Ernest Jim Varney films. Do you know what I mean, Verne? Ah, yep, I got you, Torpor.
It doesn't work. I can't reach the sickbay.
Oh no, I can't go. Thank you, Soul. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. This is an expensive submarine. Oh, expansive. Probably also expensive. Yes, it's a bloody big submarine. This is the Nautilus. This is the most, I think, famous submarine in all of fiction. This is the point when Grox goes, well, actually, and then lists off a bunch of other submarines in fiction that are more famous than the Nautilus, because I don't know a lot about submarines. You should always ask for permission before playing a man's organ. This is very true. This is very true, and we did not do that. No, it actually is. Oh, okay then. I feel vindicated. Depending on how lewd you are, it could be the naughty list. Okay, that was fucking great, Torpor. Well done. Red October is pretty up there, but Nautilus is much more famous. Yeah, see, I was going to say, or is it the Red October? And that tells you exactly how much I know about submarines and how much I don't know about submarines. They're the only two I know. Fallen behind the shelves, but was caught on a Dragon Ball box. Amazing. I'm glad you found it. Might be one of the most famous ships in fiction. Yeah, I think it probably is. All the big Western nations' navies had a submarine named Nautilus. Yeah. Gee, I wonder why. Hello, Rosie. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. I hope Sea Santa doesn't put me on the naughty list. Bravo. Bravo. Sea Shanta. Oh my god, the puns are powerful. Well done. You can have a bad joke for the second one, though.
serious?
Thinking about it, only spaceships are more famous, yeah. And I'm guessing most of those are either Star Trek or Star Wars. There should be a submarine called the Bottom. Yeah, there should. You are not wrong. That would be a good submarine name. The USS Bottom. Or US Bottom? I suppose it'd be US Bottom, wouldn't it? Second most famous name in naval history of the entire world is Enterprise. That doesn't include spaceships. Really? Well then, we're learning a lot about ships today. Do submarines count as ships? I know fuck all about this kind of stuff. It has never really interested me because of the things that these kinds of machines are used for. In terms of engineering, absolutely fucking amazing. In terms of application of that engineering, not really on board with that. I am a peaceful critter, really. Oh, that's not for the... And we can't use the iMag because it's broken. Because apparently we're broken. Nemo, you twat. We can't press that button. Where else can we go to go down? I've just realised he's got pixel art recreations of actual famous Japanese ukiyo-e paintings on his wall in his organ room or his library room. Is this the library or the organ room? I think this might be the library, actually. That's really neat. Because that one there that I'm stood underneath, that's a really, really, really famous one. I think you've probably all seen a version of that at one point or another.
It doesn't work.
Oh, of course it bloody doesn't.
We are underwater. I can't go outside.
I mean, you could if you wanted to. It wouldn't be advisable, for sure, but you totally could. Anything in here we can interact with? Nope. Other than the door. Technically, submarines aren't ships, but boats, but crews refer to them as ships. Really? What is the difference between a boat and a ship? Because I know the difference when I'm looking at a boat or a ship well enough to be able to accurately say the opposite one for the purposes of pissing Slow off. But other than that, I don't actually know what the difference is. Like, is it a size thing? Is it the way it's powered? So that's a shower room that we can't use. That's our room. That's Edriel's room. And that's Captain Nemo's room. I can't remember if it's the deepest sea wreck or the deepest submarine, but I find it funny that before departure the captain is quoted saying, "We're going to have a really dangerous one, fellas." Couldn't find the actual quote. Okay, that's fucking great. I love that. Oh no, we tried that already. Wrong button. Talk to Nadine on the bridge. Right, okay. We'll go talk to Nadine on the bridge then. We're just having a little explore. It's not because I'm not paying proper attention to what's going on or anything, honest. I promise.
Mr. Verne, don't come any closer.
Hi, Sunny.
These cargo exhausts are quite damaged, and you could breathe polluted air.
I will, but what about you, Sumi?
Don't worry, I'm used to it, and it takes a big deal of carbon dioxide to knock me down.
will they hold until we reach the base?
I'm working on it. Oh, they must hold. Without them...
Found another typo.
I'll stop bothering you. Good luck with that.
Thanks. I will need it.
Oh, things still look a little rough. Ooh. Hemera Orbis. Can we zoom in on this? No, we can't. Hey, look! There's a hit PlayStation video game Uncharted just lying there on the map. In fact, there's 3 of them. 4 of them. Wow, they got a lot of copies of Uncharted. Empire of the Britannian States. I do not like the sound of that. Mostly size. The easiest way to see if it is a boat or a ship is to see which way it leans when it drives a turn. Boats lean into the turn, ships lean to the outside of the turn. Ah! I feel like I have really received an education in ships today, and boats, by extension. Early submarines were also so small they could be hoisted out of the water onto a ship and were not intended to cross oceans by themselves, so they got classified as boats. Ah, I see. Boo, Britain. Boo. I agree. Big boo at the Empire of the Britannian States. It's a long mix of historical use of terms. That's very neat. Thank you both. Feel like I've really learnt something today. Every day is a school day on this channel. Ooh, what does this do? The Valkyrie. Let's have a look at this. The Valkyrie, a ship made of terror. The old Juggernaut-class destroyer Valkyrie had become tremendously... Oh, we've not heard that in a while. Thank you, Taco. I might actually meld that into the treats for the bar staff going forwards. Because there's no real use for it other than to be there for fun. And I only put it in there when we were playing Strange Horticulture because of the man-eater plant. Because I thought it was funny. Because I'm a fucking child. Australia just named Land of Sorrow kind of fitting. Yeah, it's short for Land of Snipe the Sorrow. Indeed. That's exactly what it is. Still like the fact that there were 2 ships in the Royal Navy called Emberus and Terror. Really? Okay then. Valkyrie had become tremendously popular in the nation, thanks to a desperate rescue operation during the 1847 invasion of Britain, which saved the lives of thousands of shipwrecked soldiers. Despite her popularity, the ship, already obsolete for the nation's new technology, was not repaired from the damage received during her last battle and was abandoned in the North Sea for 2 decades, until the Bloody Raven reclaimed her. He was going to make her the centerpiece of a suicide raid on the Suez Canal and steal control of it from the Golden Empire. Too far. The sight of the Valkyrie's rusting hull at the front of the nation's fleet shook the morale of the Anglo-African fleet guarding Port Said. Said? Said, isn't it? But when her golden mask ripped the hull of the HMS Vengeance in half, that same morale was shattered to splinters. The 2 fleets engaged in a skirmish as the rusting destroyer swept through the city and penetrated the canal, destroying everything in her path, sustaining countless damages and transporting more than 1,500 Echo Guards to the very gate of the canal's main control. The Allied fleet was soon defeated by the nation, and the highly strategic Suez Canal became part of their domain in a matter of hours. Strategy had been a success. Oh, that's neat, Cypher. No worries, Hans. Fingers crossed for you. When the Raven discovered that, despite the virulence of the attack, the old Valkyrie was still standing, he decided to take her as his flagship, repairing the major damage but retaining her rusty appearance, which had proven to be a terrible psychological weapon. In a short time, and thanks to the Raven's victories, both became one of the most recognisable symbols of the nation's war effort, exploited by propaganda ad nauseum, with products such as the morning radio serial avenging Raven against the evil Captain Nemo. So it's just a really bad Earth map. Yeah, basically.
Nadine is always reading these penny dreadfuls. Awfully boring literature, so to speak.
What's wrong with penny dreadfuls? I mean, there are better things, but penny dreadfuls have their place. HMS Terror also got stuck in the Arctic ice, and a lot of the crew died when the ship was slowly crushed by the ice and sank. It's accompanied by another ship, and it took 170 years to find out why the ships had vanished. Holy shit, that's terrifying! Like, exploratory vessels I am down with, right up until shit like that happens. But, like, naval, military, anything like that, not so much. The ship was the Erebus. She's a very good name for a ship.
Nadine, I'm glad you're alive.
I have a big headache thanks to a rifle butt, but I'm in one piece, not like this melting piece of junk.
It is still a striking piece of junk.
That's because I'm the one.
Ship's vanished in 1845. Oh shit, we've got time on our thing here.
Don't you find it weird how the servo radars stopped working?
Okay, I was gonna just stop and chat with you folks for a second there, because I wanted to talk about something, but I actually have to converse quickly in this, apparently.
That someone of the crew has...
Verne, take my advice. Don't go insinuating the idea of a treason. Morale is low enough to allow paranoia gets installed in the ship.
I guess you're right.
I think we'll probably go till 3 on this one, and then we'll do some speedrun practice. Folks are okay with that.
I'll be fine. I will give you a few seconds of energy. We are so low at fuel that even seals pass us. God, what I'd give for being shot.
Excuse me. Use the elevator to go to the doctor. So the thing I wanted to say, before I realised I couldn't stop and chat, was, isn't it neat that, like, basically all of Captain Nemo's crew are women?
I am patching up all I can to allow Nadine to pilot. I'm sorry, Monsieur Verne. I cannot help you now. These systems require my full attention.
Oh, cool. Thank you, Torpor. I won't be able to read it right now, but thank you for that. Oh, no, that's the armory, isn't it? Silly me. Need the lift.
Verne, you are here. The Nemiagram isn't prepared yet. Come on in. Make yourself comfortable. How are you?
I felt better before my conversation with Nemo. He's getting more nervous each day.
That happens to all of us.
I know why I'm tired.
What's this device?
It's the weather. It's making me sleepy.
A memory writer?
That's it. I designed it months ago, but I hadn't the chance to test it. It induces a deep hypnosis trance to a patient, and it's ideal to explore the blocked corners inside his or her mind, theoretically.
Theoretically?
Yes. Your checkup from after the boarding shows
no idea who that is, Cypher.
Blood clots that explain your hallucinations.
So I decided to try an alternative approach.
Hypnosis? Why?
The IMAG and you are linked by imagination.
Doctor, that sounds terribly unscientific.
This doctor sounds like,
The undeniable matter here is that the IMAG only works with your brain. The Raven attack provoked a trauma, and because of that,
I can't not hear it.
And how is this machine supposed to cure me?
You know, those safety is everybody's responsibility videos that they make you watch when you go to events and stuff like that. Dr. Cedric sounds like those videos.
And suffered your first bridge hallucination. Maybe the memory of the events you experienced at the island holds the answer, or at least a clue that will help us to cure your malady and the captain's concerns.
Or like a movie phone voice.
But frankly, Doc, are you sure that you aren't going to fry my brains?
Of course not. Theoretically. I guess we'll be able to find out about it.
Or any online learning module.
I don't even know what that is anymore. So, how's the vaccine?
Intact, at least. Luckily, the nation minions didn't make it to here. On the other hand, my research is absolutely at a standstill. Cholera is an extremely resistant bacteria. Each day, more and more people...
Cholera vaccine, nice.
For what I've been informed, the horror I lived in India is nothing compared to what is going on right now among the workers of the nation's factories.
You know you have me here for whatever you need. In the event I survive this machine, of course. Someone around here has told me a story about you facing the Bloody Raven years ago.
I don't know who has told you such a stretch of the truth. I just have seen him once, from away, and he still froze the blood in my veins. It was a long time ago, in India, in a village in the middle of the jungle. We the Brits were holding our position in front of the nation's advances until the Raven and his Echo Guards arrived.
How do you think they have found us? We didn't emerge for 3 days.
I've been at war too many years to still believe in coincidence.
Did you analyze Shun's body? I believe I saw something.
Something that didn't match the scene, right? He didn't die from bullet wounds. Lethal head injury. My suspicion, somebody attacked him from behind before the nation's boarding, and then shot the body to blend the murder with the other deaths.
That night, he was on bridge duty, and mysteriously, servo radar stopped working. Someone in the crew is...
You should discuss these matters with the captain. I am just a doctor. My patients are my mission. And right now, you're one of them.
When do we start?
It's ready. Let's begin. Focus.
Oh, here we go.
Tell me about the bridge.
It's a bridge.
Oh, okay. No, we don't.
Paris,
just more talking. So we'll wait.
Surrounds me. I have a strange feeling because there is someone else here
Actually,
with me.
My ankle sprain's really hurting, so I'm gonna put some pain relief gel on it while he's talking.
Focus on it. Let yourself go.
I'll try. It's difficult to focus. Everything began 6 months ago. The day of the wreck of the AES Annabelle Lee.
The Annabelle Lee? Fucking seriously?
Cedric's strange machine unleashed my memories. Lightning.
Thought you said brain, and I was very impressed that you could get gel on it. Not quite.
Assignment as a scientific officer at the American Empire Navy. In addition to the war's own menace, there was a rumor that a huge sea monster was.
No, I sprained my ankle back in June, and
despite my skepticism,
the weather's set my arthritis off in that ankle really badly.
That rumor became a reality by pouncing on our ship and in a matter of minutes wrecking us. By some miracle, I survived. Luckily,
it's fine.
the currents brought me
It's my
to
own
the
fault.
island.
Shouldn't have got drunk.
Later, I understood that my extraordinary journey started right there.
An extraordinary voyage.
Where am I?
You take that back. Hello, SK. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Okay, I will take it back. My mate shouldn't have got me drunk.
That sea beast came out from beneath.
No, it was a great time. I had a lot of fun. Despite the sprain.
Fruit. Why is it so hard to recall?
Really, naming your ship after anything related to Edgar Allan Poe seems like you're fating it. Just straight off the bat. I don't know if that's how ship naming actually works, but...
Maybe I will find someone inland. Oh, I need food. A petroglyph. It's ancient. It must
Hello
mean
there.
something.
I may have gotten drunk playing DVD last night, so I too am hungover. So there are at least 2 hungover people in chat. Fantastic.
Found letter. Seems to be written by an outcast. It must be important.
Well, thank you for choosing to enjoy the whatever this is whilst you're nursing your hangovers, folks. Oh, no, I should have looked at that. Collectibles. That is our first collectible. Letter number 1. Monsters. A very small hangover because I drank a lot of water, as in it would be worse. Ah, I see. I feel that one too much today. Oh, bless you. Drank goddamn 70 centiliters solo. Thought I would drink maybe half. Oopsie. September 19th. Night and day I could think of nothing but how I might destroy some of the monsters in their cruel, bloody entertainment. And if possible, save the victim they should bring hither to destroy. And what could one man do among them, when perhaps there might be 20 or 30 of them together, with their darts, or their bows and arrows, with which they could shoot as true to a mark as I could with my gun. I'm always getting people to drink water during and after. Yeah, that is sensible. And I should have done that on my night out. Maybe then I wouldn't have sprained my ankle. Ah, well. Oh! Can we climb up onto it? No. Okay. Now we can. We'll just quickly check if there's anything here that we can pick up as well. Because we found that letter, but what if there's something else that we missed? I'm an arse for doing stuff like this, but I don't like missing stuff. That's a really nicely drawn and animated palm tree. Look at those leaves. Good stuff. I love a nicely animated pixel art tree. Lovely.
I need something to clear up this thicket.
Okay.
This place is a paradise, but not a soul around. I hope this island will not become my grave.
If I didn't go to sleep, I would be sipping vodka drinks, playing Pokemon. Let's go with my... Aww. My rule was to match pint for pint with water. Fair, fair. Blackout Current sounds like an enchanted fruit in D&D. Love it. Heal 1d8 damage +2. Can I have 3? Causes sleep. Yes. Heals you but puts you to sleep. Oh, that's pretty. This is a very pretty game. And you know I'm a sucker for a pretty game.
There's something written on it. In this place, I arrived on September the 30th of... I cannot read the year. Another petroglyph. The symbols are different. A lift. A former inhabitant made it. I hope that if he's still around, he will be friendly. However, it's been a long time since this was built. It might work, if only I could find a tackle.
Okay.
I need to break the lock.
With a nice big rock? Oh, no, that's a tackle. Okay. Okay. See if there's anything else here. Oh, gosh.
A series of marks. It could be a calendar. If we take each of the small ones for a week and the big ones for months, mon Dieu, it's a whole life.
Damn. That's bleak. Really, Verne, flashing your tackle like that. I know. It's completely unacceptable. Letter 2. Earth shaking. November 27th. I was so much amazed with the thing itself, having never felt the like, nor discourse with anyone that had, that I was like one dead or stupefied, and the motion of the earth made my stomach sick, like one that was tossed at sea. But the noise of the falling of the rock awakened me, as it were, and rousing me from the stupefied condition I was in, filled me with horror. And I thought of nothing then but the hill falling upon my tent and all my household goods, and burying all at once. And this sunk my very soul within me a second time. After the third shock was over, and I felt no more for some time, I began to take courage, and yet I had not heart enough to go over my wall again, for fear of being buried alive, but sat still upon the ground, greatly cast down, and disconsolate, not knowing what to do. They've given Jill jiggle physics in RE1. Oh my god. Played that game well over 50 times and only noticed yesterday. It's one of those things that you don't generally look out for, I guess. Okay, so we need a rock or something. Maybe it wants us to use a hammer. You can use any item from your inventory by pressing the action where its use is required, but it only works with the right item. Okay. Oh, another puzzle. Best way to tie the rope is to use the clove hitch, a sailing knot. Okay. This is interesting.
Hello there.
Hello, Rust. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It's very subtle. It doesn't look out of place, in my opinion. Fair play. Okay, I think when it wants me to move the rope, it should be... Let's see. Right, okay. So then we want... Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Once I'd figured out what the arrows actually pertained to there, in terms of how it would make the rope move, that was actually quite an easy little puzzle. He looks so sinister there. Like, they've got his eyebrows sort of pointing inwards, like he's going, oh, 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 evil. Plan on eating a pack of muffins late, then I'll have jiggle physics. Regret that entire sentence. Yeah, I'm not fucking surprised, SK. Bravo. I noticed in Conan Exiles that the male body shape has pecs jiggle physics. Good! We need more jiggle physics for pecs. I look evil when I'm concentrating too. Well, there we go then.
I must find a shelter first.
The more jiggle physics, the better. See, this is why, despite the shitty things they have done more recently, I still really respect Kingdom Death for their pinups, because they have male pinups and female pinups. And they don't just have, like, one body type, they have slightly chunkier body types for some of their pinups as well. And some skinnier pinups as well, because, you know, skinny people also deserve love.
I'm safe. Not in bad shape. It could be a good shelter until somebody rescues me. These trees have fruits. And back there's a stream of water.
I mean, I guess they do begrudgingly.
Tomorrow, with a clearer head, I will find how to fix it.
It's really, really silly, in my opinion, that people disparage people for being bigger, and they disparage people for being smaller. It's just...
Maybe that was the way destiny had to give me the chance to fulfill my desire for adventure. What the hell?
I wouldn't say they are, though, Rosie.
I wasn't wrong.
Like, if you are too skinny, people... Well, I say too skinny. If you are too skinny, people are like, oh, no, you need to eat something.
I must find out what that...
Are you anorexic? No, just skinny. You can't lose your job for being skinny, though. There's a huge difference. That is a very fair point. Anybody that fires somebody for being larger is... You don't want to be working for that kind of company. What was that? Oh, he needs to break the rope. Okay. Sizeism is just daft. Exactly, Tidders. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And it's nice to see companies, game devs, media representing more diverse body types.
What happened?
Oh, there's an elephant there now. We're going to address the elephant on the island. Yeah, or get fucked over by medical staff. Like, I wouldn't say that I outwardly present as being a particularly bulky person, but even I get fucked over by medical staff because of my BMI. BMI is bullshit.
But what the... An elephant and a balloon? What's going on here? They feel familiar. Maybe a dream.
5 Weeks in a Balloon, Jules Verne's first novel. On January 31st, 1863, Jules Verne saw his first novel published, 5 Weeks in a Balloon. The story describes a thrilling journey through the unexplored territories of Africa, led by the eccentric Dr. Samuel Ferguson, his faithful lackey Joe, and professional hunter Dick Kennedy. In order to find the sources of the Nile, these aeronauts decide to cross the continent travelling in a balloon named Victoria in honour of the Queen of England, whose innovative use of hydrogen allows it to make long journeys. The novel immediately became a great public and critical success. In part, this was due to the enormous interest for the African continent of the audience at the time, but also because of the mixture of imaginary travel and solid, for the time, scientific information. One of the most famous passages in the novel describes how an elephant tows the balloon to cross the mountain range known as the Mountains of the Moon. Thanks to this first success, Verne gained the financial security that would allow him to fulfill his dream of becoming a writer. He signed a contract with Pierre-Jules Hetzel's publishing house, which was to publish the rest of his works for the next 40 years. It is worth noting, as a curiosity, that Verne had never ridden in a balloon when he wrote the book, and would not do so until years later. Like, that was great right until I fumbled that last bit. Was really, really proud of my reading there, and then I fumbled it. Typical. So another thing I think Conan Exiles does really well, the outfits are more or less identical between sexes, often with the male tops being significantly more revealing. For instance, a dancer outfit on a femme body has a top with cloth holding the breasts, whereas the mask version consists entirely of, and I'm not kidding, 2 pasties with a gold chain between them. I unironically love it. Okay, that is fucking great, Rust. Conan Exiles has the genital slider as well, doesn't it?
Poe, Alexandre Dumas, Victor Hugo. Never heard these names before. How strange. They don't look like they have been dragged here by the sea. Where do they come from? What's going on here? Compagnie Parisienne de l'Électricité? That can't be. How does a streetlight get here? And this writing desk. Again, it's weirdly familiar.
Oh, it's a writing desk. That is not what I thought it was. I thought it was a bit of a bridge.
That must be the light I saw. Wait a moment. There's something on the ground.
What we got? A machete!
I need something that can help me.
Created for racist reasons, really, Rosie? Sorry, I'm catching up on things that were said about BMI, because I hadn't seen those. I did not know about the racist background to it. I knew that it was utter fucking bullshit.
Another petroglyph. The symbols are different.
Sword and Sorcery often enjoys showing off the buff men in their stories just as much as the hot women, if not more so. Indeed. And we appreciate that here. We like a little bit of equal sexual representation. It's okay for guys to want to wear sexy things. It is fair and valid and supported. Has a very laid-back attitude towards nudity, and I appreciate that. Yeah, it's just a body, you know? I mean, I know I'm saying that on Twitch, where if I showed a bit of my belly, I'd probably get banned, but it's just a body. We've all got them.
It's destroyed. Fixing it will be difficult.
Okay, so there's nothing new and exciting here. I despise Twitch sometimes, most of the time. Yeah. Imagine showing your ankle on Twitch. Scandalous. I know, right?
Shape, almost like a key.
Yoink. New item. A strange key. Oh, we saw that in a picture earlier. I wonder where we use it, though. Maybe we don't use it yet?
I need something that can help me.
In a weird lock? I don't think we do use it in a weird lock.
I need something that can help me.
Do I not have the machete anymore? Oh, I do. There we go. Ta-da! Do not do well with the heat. I'm almost always topless while streaming. Yeah, I can't do that because of the whole face cam thing. Oh, that's a bit too high. Bit too high. Let's bring it down a bit. Ah, it's a bit too low. Ah, that locks it in place. I see. And I can't move whilst it's doing its thing, so... Can I put the lock in place and then drop it? Oh! Oh! Well, that's an unexpected turn of events. I wonder if we'll be able to reach that from... Probably not, but we'll try. No, we can't do that. Okay, that's fine. That won't go any further down. There we go. And now we can't adjust them anymore, so I don't need to put the lock on. I'm not actually just gonna go and do that though, because I need to go and attempt to machete a box. Probably won't be the solution that the game wants me to attempt, but try it anyway. Oh, no, there we go. Violence works. What we got? Tools! Hooray! Let's see what we've got over there now, then. So we've got tools now, which we can use to repair our boat, I believe. Ah, no, we can use them here. To repair the platform.
I need something that can help me.
Got a petroglyph. Oh, shit. So if we use the key on all of the petroglyphs, then we'll get things in our inventory. Have to stop that once I move. Planning on camming up. Oh, really? That's exciting. This is not the site for that. Oh my god, Tidders.
You filthy animals.
I am not banning my best mod, SK. Tidders is a good bean. A filthy bean, but a good bean. Nonetheless. Letter number 3. The dream. January 8th. He was no sooner landed upon the earth, but he moved forward towards me, with a long spear or weapon in his hand, to kill me. And when he came to a rising ground at some distance, he spoke to me, or I heard a voice so terrible that it's impossible to express the terror of it. All that I can say I understood was this: seeing all these things have not brought thee to repentance, now thou shalt die. At which words I thought he lifted up the spear that was in his hand to kill me. You saw the content warning. Yeah, the content warning applies just as much to my mods as it does to the games that I play. Do you enjoy filthy beans, right? That's enough of that. Oh my goodness, SK. Hello, Soup. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. It has not really. Okay, no, tell a lie. It has a little bit. It's only 24 in here today, which is a decided improvement over the last week, for sure. No one that shall ever read this account will expect that I should be able to describe the horrors of my soul at this terrible vision. I mean, that even while it was a dream, I even dreamed of these horrors. I even dreamed of those horrors. Nor is it any more possible to describe the impression that remained upon my mind when I awaked. I found it was but a dream. I wonder if we missed 3 letters at the beginning of the game in the first chapter. Aw, bless you, SK. So what Lovecraftian delights are we after today, then? We're helping Jules Verne be slightly less mentally ill. As defined by Captain Nemo. Oh, we've got nothing to do over there. Oh, we do have something to do up there. Bugger. I ran straight past it. I'm a fool. Or did I? No, it was... It's not there anymore. Fuck. It was there, wasn't it? Or was it... Oh no, it was further over. Yeah, it was on the other one. Silly me. Second petroglyph. And there's the one I was thinking of. There's something else that we can interact with there. I don't know if... Oh, it's the pole that the key was on, isn't it? Oh, no. There we go.
A door. That wasn't here before. It's jammed. To activate the mechanism, I need the missing blocks. Could the petroglyphs be the answer?
I've already got 3 of them. I just need to go and get the other one. Speedrun strats. Here we go.
Now I have all the blocks for the door.
I wonder if he'd have said that if I hadn't interacted with the door. We were supposed to be repairing our boat and getting the fuck off this island, but here we are fucking about with weird time-shifting doors. Okay, so... top one's already in the right place. Left and right need to swap round. Bottom one's already in the right place.
Yes.
Easy peasy.
Somebody wants me inside. What if it's a trap? Should I take the chance? However, I could probably find inside an explanation for what's going on. And of course, it's a much more solid shelter than a wood cabin.
For anyone that has come in since we got to the island and has no idea what's going on, we're inside Jules Verne's mind. The inside of his head looks way more interesting than the inside of mine.
Antikythera mechanism. What's this place? This hasn't been built by some castaway.
Whoa!
Trapped. I hope there's another way out.
I hope we weren't supposed to be up there, because we ain't now.
Mon Dieu! What's going on this island? The Life and Incredible Adventures of Robinson Crusoe by Daniel
Good book.
Defoe. Wait a moment. I remember that.
To be fair, I've been there since the beginning and I have no idea what's going on.
The letters, the cabin. These are elements of that same story. Am I hallucinating?
Robinson Crusoe, a great inspiration. Robinson Crusoe, written by Daniel Defoe, was published on April 25th, 1719, and is considered the first English novel. Defoe wrote Robinson Crusoe in approximately 6 months, when he was over 50 years old, and it was a phenomenon, becoming one of the books with most editions, translations, and knockoffs in history. Robinson Crusoe was passed off as a chronicle of real events. The stories of shipwrecked sailors were very popular at the time, and there are several names that could have served as inspiration for Defoe, among which stands out that the buccaneer Alexander Selkirk, who in 1704 preferred to stay on the uninhabited island of Mar a Tierra in the South Pacific rather than continue aboard the sunk port, which he considered too damaged to continue sailing. After 4 years and 4 months in solitude, he was rescued, safe and sound, by the Duke, another privateer ship. Upon his return to London, his story of survival made him a celebrity. In 1966, the island was renamed Robinson Crusoe's Island. Jules Verne was a great admirer of Defoe's Robinson, something that is evident in many of his works, such as The Mysterious Island, 1874. Although in this case, what leads the protagonists to the island of the title is not a shipwreck at sea, but the fall of a hot air balloon. In 1882, he published A School for Robinsons, in which he shipwrecked his characters on another island where they had to survive all kinds of dangers and threats, such as inclement weather, tribes of cannibals, and even wild animals, with the only help of an aborigine and their own hands. By the way, the full title of the work was The Life and Strange Surprising Adventures of Robinson Crusoe of York, Mariner, who lived 28 years all alone in an uninhabited island on the coast of America, near the mouth of the great river of Oronke, having been cast on shore by shipwreck wherein all the men perished but himself, with an account how he was at last strangely delivered by pirates written by himself. Oh, you bastard, that's a long title. I can see why they shortened it to Robinson Crusoe. It's about the Canterbury Tales. God, the fucking Canterbury Tales. I'm marveling at the full title of Robinson Crusoe, because I did not know that was its full title. Copy editors, you do amazing work.
Wait a moment. There's a note here. What mystery is this? All the books have my name on them, but they're all blank. No titles.
Oh no. Okay. You saw my book sorting skills when it comes to Shakespeare. I didn't read as much Verne as a kid. This is, Do they want me to put these in chronological order? Because if they do, I'm fucked. A lot of old novels had these ridiculously long titles. I mean, Frankenstein the Modern Prometheus isn't that long of a title in comparison to the Robinson Crusoe one, but yes, I see your point. Frankenstein, fantastic fucking story, for the record. There doesn't seem to be any sort of visual indication of where they should go. So Alice's adventures through the looking glass and what she found there. Yeah, which they just shortened to Alice's adventures through the looking glass originally. Do we just put them... It can't be as simple as 1, 2, 3, 4, can it? Oh, we've got a little volcano there, so... Okay, no, I think... I don't see anything representing the moon, though. I'm guessing this is going to end up being around the world in 80 days. Oh, there we go. From Earth to the moon. It's a little rocket going to the moon. This is difficult to do with pixel art. From Earth to the moon. Around the world in 80 days. The green ray. I'm wondering if that's this one because there's a green book there. We'll give it a go. Golden volcano. There we go.
It's ancient Greek. The gift of Placeia will help you to change pieces of the world. Only if your imagination is as brilliant as her flame.
And this is where we saw that thing that we've got in our pocket, which we don't have in our pocket anymore.
Oh, what's this? It must be hundreds of years old.
Sherlock has a mind palace. Verne has an entire island.
Good heavens.
Ah, yes. Welcome to Psychosis Island.
But here again? What's going on? Did this artifact do it? What is this?
Find a way out of the cave. Okay. We're just gonna hold the iMag. Oh, we can't run while we're holding it. We also can't climb while we're holding it.
Wait a moment. The inscription.
Ah.
The gift of Placeia
Of course, this thing.
to change pieces of the world. But maybe I could fix them with this devilish artifact.
I love the idea of people calling something devilish. Okay, if we go back in time... that'll repair it. But if we go very strong, then it won't break when we climb on it. So I think it might be very strong.
Stones resisted and kept withstanding.
Yeah. Because if we'd have just gone back in time... Oh! Okay, that didn't work. That's... disappointing.
Fortunately, stones resisted and kept withstanding.
Oh, we can't go that way. We just cannot go that way. Okay.
Fortunately, stones resisted and kept withstanding.
I hope those distant roars are going to stay distant until we leave. Yeah, looks like they were going to stay distant until we left. That's nice.
This is a nightmare. I must run away
I have
from this island.
adjusted my positioning for optimal comfort.
I'd rather face the dangers at sea than
Sorry, I need to move my microphone.
Madness.
Okay, let's escape from the island. There is a skull in the clouds. That's not ominous in the fucking slightest.
What the hell is going on?
It windy. I've got a real hankering for pizza all of a sudden. I don't know why. Hey, Tabby, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Ooh, good luck with the hair-dyeing adventures.
Hours later, while I was drifting away, my head still boiled with questions. I could never imagine that my salvation would come in the form of the monster that destroyed my own ship. Scared to death, I discovered a new truth. It was a monster, yes, but made of steel.
So he got shipwrecked on when he was on the Annabelle Lee and ended up on the Nautilus.
I could never imagine that my salvation
Oh,
would
wicked,
come in the form of a
Tabby. I'm glad you got your
that
packing all
destroyed my own
sorted,
ship.
and
What a tale.
I hope you have a lovely time at the
IMAG working with my
youngest's
own eyes.
birthday
I would truly believe that
later as
things
well.
the doctors say were as mad as a March hare.
Does something of this make any sense to you?
Not at all. But it's not me who has to find it. However, it's obvious that everything, your hallucinations, your amnesia, the books, even the island, draws lines that link your mind with the IMAG.
Any clue of how we can fix that?
Have you considered that your status inside the Nautilus could be the reason for your, let's say, disconnection? It must be hard for you to live together with the ones responsible for the attack that sank your ship.
Months ago, I would have told you yes, and that I hated them for it. But I understood that war is war, and I must recognize, much to my regret, that the captain has opened for me the doors of an incredible world that without the Nautilus and his technology, I could never dream of reaching. Am I a prisoner? Well, there are much worse prisons out there.
We're all trapped
Oh no,
inside
not
the
again.
Nautilus one way or another, my friend. A similar dilemma afflicts myself since I began to be part of this crew. I consecrated my career to save lives, and now I'm a piece of a ruthless war machine. On the other hand, my cholera research is only possible thanks to Nemo's technology. History will judge him as it will do with us.
Oh shit, I was supposed to be responding to a conversation prompt there, wasn't I? I was looking at chat.
And get some sleep. Doctor's orders.
The awkward silence made me feel like I could go and look at chat, but I forgot this game doesn't let you, like, pause to converse. My French knowledge is working adequately. Jules would be... would in English be pronounced roughly as... chill? Breathy sh sound, silent S at the end. And Verne would have the same vowel sound as in English, but the R and S are silent. There's no S in Verne, but yeah, in French, I'm guessing it'd be more like Jules. Germany would pronounce his name like the Scandinavian Christmas Yule. Yeah. Hey, no worries, Rust. I will be silent. So you're thinking like Jules? No, that doesn't seem right. The Grox uses Yule. Yeah. And then? I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced. I've only ever, like, I've seen the name written down. And I've heard people who don't speak anything other than English say it. And they've all said Jules Verne. But of course they have, because they're English speakers and generally don't learn how to say people's names properly.
Verne, I knew I'd find you here. How are you? What has the doctor said?
I'm fine. I just need some...
Oh, good. I'm afraid that it will have to wait.
What happens?
This never stops.
Jules, like the electric measurement. Ah, I see.
If we dig more into the ship that carried the chest and the compass, maybe we can find out another way to open it.
Yeah, I think the S is probably silent in the first name.
Oh, bloody... Oh, do me a favor. The captain keeps a very detailed record of the Greek ship's history. Please, take a look. See what you can find.
Oh my god, stop shouting.
Search into the closet. Look for the log.
I don't envy her job, that's for sure. Better if I don't bother them. My presence here is never appreciated.
Aww. We appreciate you.
Thank God. The elevators are still working.
My French teacher never pronounced the S, but then again, she wasn't a native speaker. They generally don't pronounce S's at the end of words in French, if I remember correctly. So that would make sense. Or if they do, it's like a very, very slight pronunciation of it.
I must find some information before leaving.
Oh, okay. I guess we need the bridge then?
That's all the records we have about the Scylla, the Greek ship. But These are the same papers that... Wait.
Yeah, very true.
What does this mean? This note. Important info in audio cylinders 399244.
It's been a long, long time since I did any French. I was about 14 last time I did any French.
I still have some stuff to do.
Oh, okay.
Sub-Lieutenant Ned Land speaking. Documentation record regarding the Ancestors' Island. This is the place in which everything tells us that the flame of Hephaestus lies in. It's not only protected by those so-called ancestors, but also it's located at the center of a magnetic anomalies area that drives navigation devices mad. And to make matters worse, the island is also surrounded by huge currents and fog banks, making it virtually unreachable.
Who's this Ned Land? I can't recall that name in the crew.
Basically a sh sound, but where you relax your mouth and put a little bit of vocalization into it. And the Y is the same sound as in Phyllis. Jules? Like that? Is that what you're trying to describe? Words are hard.
Sub-Lieutenant Ned Land speaking.
I just did that one, didn't I?
The compass of destiny. According to our research, this compass, crafted with a mineral only found in the ancestors'
Words are hard. They are. They're very hard.
To it, as if it was its own north. This, combined with a coordinate system, was used by the few ships that still traded with the island.
Nothing new, but what happened to this officer?
I do much better with like phonetic languages than I do with basically any European language.
I still have some stuff to do.
Okay, well I can't go this way either. So I guess I have to go down?
Sub-Lieutenant Ned Land speaking. Documentation record regarding the flame of Hephaestus.
Oh,
In
yeah.
historical records and legends, it is told that the Atlantean people found in the Ancestors' Island an amazing energy, which they called the flame of Hephaestus. Its implementation allowed them, in a few years, to develop unimaginable technology. It moved their ships and the gigantic machinery that built their city and harvested large crops. They also created a system of extraction. I must record this here. Today, I have found something that... it may change it all. I was with the communication system, routine maintenance, when I locked on a very strange signal. It sounded almost like a voice, but it was only noise. But, oh God, Captain has replied, and they've been talking like he understood that horrible sound. It seemed like they were talking about picking up a load at a certain point of the Indian Ocean, and the captain was constantly repeating a name. Verne. I haven't recognized the other voice, but I can't believe it.
Hello, Cyborg. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today.
I must confirm this before saying anything. We are about to dock at the secret base. If there's any evidence against Nemo, it will be there, in his office. I hope that they don't catch me, and that I'm wrong too.
What? What have I just heard? Was Nemo waiting for me in the middle of the sea?
Ruh-roh.
My brothers, I know you are afflicted. Shame fell on us because we failed in our mission of capturing terrorist Nemo. I know.
We're a terrorist.
Because I felt the same dishonor. But I have had an epiphany. We didn't suffer a defeat. Fate revealed our true mission in front of our eyes. The artifact is a prodigy that can change destiny. We have been spending our lives under the boot of politicians and bureaucrats of the curie of the nation. Those who just exist to
Another
fill
stretchy.
their bellies at the expense of our blood. Okay, let's take the artifact and forge a new world.
We'll bump this up a little bit too.
And purity.
Whop.
Are you with me, brothers?
Those days, my sanity felt like walking on a glass floor. I discovered that no one in the crew had ever heard talk about Officer Ned Land.
You.
If that was not enough, the recording
Is that what we're going for? I'm sorry, Rust. I don't think you're going to be able to explain it to me via text. I appreciate you trying, but I don't think it's going to work.
Before it was too late. I could just follow Ned Land's advice. Search into Nemo's office and bring the truth to light.
I really do appreciate you trying, but it just doesn't work for me like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, and that's kind of my problem there, Kian. I don't find the D sound in a J either.
Nemo's office for later. The captain and Edriel want to meet me.
Yeah, but I don't know how to extract it. Because I can kind of understand what you mean when you say the word Jill. There's a little bit of a, like a, because of your mouth shape when you say the J. But I don't know how to not do that. No, I can't do it. I'm like trying to move my tongue in my mouth to try and make the Y shape and then say the J, but no, I'd need to hear it is the problem.
To go back to the Nautilus. I still have things to do here.
I'm beginning to wonder how long this game actually is.
Inside of a dormant volcano in the middle of the ocean. I have to admit that Nemo has a talent for mise en scène. An old diver helmet from the first missions of the Nautilus. I've only seen them on paper. They look so much more rudimentary. I'm glad I have learned diving with the new ones.
Mr. Verne!
What obscure sea law have I transgressed now, Officer Turner?
More than one, probably, but I don't want to talk about that, sir. I didn't have the time to show my gratitude for saving us from the nation. When we rescued you, I thought you were a spy. If it were up to me, I would have returned you to that boat and let the sea judge you.
Oh, I'm glad you weren't the one who decided my fate.
But look what you have achieved with the captain. Solved Placea's temple puzzles, found the compass of destiny, saving us from the Raven himself. It feels like centuries ago since you came from that island. I'm glad that you're aboard, sir.
Oh, well.
That's nice, I guess.
Each day it's harder to recall my past life.
That's something we all share in here.
Thank you, Grox. I will listen to that after the stream finishes. Or, like, on the break between this and,
Do you know where the captain is?
speedrunning.
But I don't know this prodigious hideout.
The captain and Edriel are in the meeting room. Go to the elevator, second floor on the left.
Will we have enough supplies and materials? It will take a lot of
I don't know what it is I can smell, but it smells like pizza and it's making me really want a pizza. Can't have one though, because Slow's poorly at the minute. It would be really mean for me to have pizza and him not.
His web of smugglers reaches all 7 seas. When we need something, he provides.
I keep thinking about Officer Ned Land.
Mr. Verne, for the last time, stop chasing ghosts. Perhaps you should visit the doctor again. There's never been a crew member called Ned Land.
That's weird.
You may now leave, Mr. Verne. I have a lot of things to do. The captain and Edriel passed by here not too long ago. Go to the elevator, second floor on the left.
Thank you, officer.
Okay. Oh, shit, no. Never mind. I want to explore first.
The cans of algae mix are delicious. But if someday I leave the Nautilus, it will take a long time until I eat something from the sea again.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, nothing of interest over here except for the cans of algae. Actually have to open the doors first. I keep forgetting about that.
Nemo and safety hatches. It must reach the lower floor.
What's wrong with a safety
These are the
hatch?
results of cholera vaccine tests. Seems that with the algae we harvested underwater, Dr. Cedric is making major advances. It looks like a piece of a diary from the builders of the base.
Nice. Yeah, that was bound to be a collectible of some description. The Volcano. Exploration Report, August 3rd, 1850. 12:27 p.m. Before us opens a deep hollow. It is the rugged mouth of the crater, by which the eruptive liquid matter has escaped at the periods when the volcano was still in activity. Hardened lava and crushed scoria form a sort of natural staircase of large steps, which will greatly facilitate the ascent to the summit of the mountain. As to the volcano itself, it cannot be doubted that it is completely extinct. No smoke escapes from its sides, not a flame can be seen in the dark hollows, not a roar, not a mutter. No trembling even issues from this black well, which perhaps reaches far into the bowels of the earth. The atmosphere inside the crater is filled with no sulphurous vapour. It is more than the sleep of a volcano. It is complete extinction. Hey, Frankenstein, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, thank you for trying, Rust. I'll have a listen to the video that Grox's sent, and then I'll probably understand exactly what you were trying to explain to me. It's just, without hearing it, my brain doesn't process languages like that. I need to be sort of engrossed in things. Okay, so I don't give a shit what the creator of the GIF says. I will always pronounce it GIF. It is supposed to be GIF because the G stands for generic, I think, or graphic. No, it must be generic because that's why they say it's pronounced GIF. Whereas if it was graphic, it'd be GIF. So in Swedish, J is pronounced with a Y sound, like in yell. Okay. Oh, wow, we have a potty mouth.
Whatever that is.
It's an Illuminant. Towers that distribute blue blood through the decks of the Nautilus. No.
Very angry fellow.
Thanks anyway.
It's okay. I'll leave you working.
And swearing about it. Join the Nautilus. Resist the tyranny of the nation. That is a really nice little poster. I like the posters they've got knocking about.
Verne, about time.
I am sorry. It's my first time here. What do you want from me?
Are the age capsules ready?
Not completely. We still have to fit some details, but I'm sure that we will be able to gather the energy from the flame of Hephaestus and contain it to take it wherever it's most needed.
You must be extremely careful.
Yes, I know the story. It was the source of the power of the Atlantean Empire, and also of its ominous destruction. You've told me that 12 times.
You must make sure that they will be ready when we dock at the Ancestors' Island.
How much time will it take to the island?
I don't know yet. Once we open the chest and the compass of destiny is installed in the Nautilus, we will know the route.
If we get first to the island, the nation will not be able to follow us, right?
Without the compass of destiny, it's impossible to get there.
And what will happen if the iMac doesn't work anymore? How will we open the chest? I haven't found anything in the Scylla's log that could help us.
The iMac will work! I am sick of waiting!
Captain Nemo has a bit of a hot head.
Blue blood to reactivate the iMac is
And I don't mean it's
infallible.
attractive.
The reaction could end with all of us being...
Enough! I don't want to hear you anymore!
Yes, all of us are enough.
With Cedric, with Verne. We must take radical action if we want to end the terror that is devastating the world.
It's an acronym. Acronyms have their own independent pronunciation from the words they represent. GIF is correct. Yeah, see, that's how I feel about it, but the creator says it's GIF.
I'm going to prepare the blue blood. If you aren't at the upper floor safe room in 10 minutes, I will go and look personally for you wherever you are.
And I think they're wrong.
It's the last lift. I give you my personal card.
He's so angry.
My God, what's with him?
Yeah. Captain Nemo needs a Snickers.
Obey. I am also worried. I have my doubts about the capsules. I'm not doubting your abilities, but the transportation...
found another
of this
typo.
energy-filled
Can we
void
eject Nemo?
something that keeps
I
me
don't
awake
think we
at night.
can somehow.
I need
We
you
could
to
mutiny.
analyze the only Ancestors Island map to
Love a
find out
mutiny.
the safest route to the flame, D3 area.
That map is pure fantasy.
Sometimes fantasy is all we've got. You have your orders.
Wow. Always up for a good mutiny.
But this map is...
Maybe even a bad one. Like how he's complaining that that map is weird. Oh, no, we can look at that now.
A miniature of one of the Nautilus's rejected designs. In the end, he made the ship much more aggressive.
The Nautilus. Sailing Jules Verne's dreams. The submarine of 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas is one of the most iconic settings and vehicles in all of world literature. Before the novel's release in 1870, submarines were small, dangerous vessels, such as the famous Tortuga, the first military submarine used in the American Civil War in 1775. Electricity was then almost magical, and Nemo had tamed it to light, cook, and propel his boat, describes Professor Aronnax, the protagonist of the novel. At a time when most people still lit their homes with whale oil, Verne dazzled the imagination of the public, creating something that no one had ever been able to imagine before. A huge submarine, powered by electricity, capable of moving faster than warships and above all with the ability to dive to the deepest waters. But all this technical marvel, civilized and cultured, with a huge library, lounges, a pipe organ, and all kinds of luxuries, had a dark side. It was a dangerous weapon. The seas were no longer safe. If an unseen danger could rise from the depths and split ships in two. Moreover, under the iron rule of Captain Nemo, the Nautilus was a golden prison, not only for the protagonist of the novel, but also for the entire crew that accompanied him, because once aboard the ship, they never set foot on dry land again. 20 years after the publication of 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, humanity caught up with Verne's imagination and, in 1888, the first electric submarine was launched. The Peril, designed by Spanish engineer Isaac Perel. But thanks to his envious superiors in the Navy, this revolutionary device had an incomprehensibly short life. Wow, that sucks.
Wait a moment. There's a note here. It's from land. At last, I found the way to break into Nemo's office. These stains, it's like they hide something written or drawn.
There are stains? Magnifying glass. Okay, that's why I can't see the stains.
But this map is weird.
Okay, so it's not the
I
map.
need something that can help me.
Oh, wait, no, that is a magnifying glass right there. We just need to... do this. Find the secret clue. Oh. I'm going to write this down because I suspect we'll not be able to see the entire puzzle. Yeah, we can only do... one lot at a time.
If I get the blue lens, I'm sure that I will be able to read whatever is written here.
No blue lens.
Professor Land must have used these same lenses to write hidden messages on the map.
So we're missing a blue lens. We need to find the blue lens.
I must find the blue lens first.
Okay.
I'm looking for a blue lens that's missing of the loop at the map's table. Any idea of where it might be?
This might be some kind of sacrilege, but I just dipped a spring roll in burger sauce and it worked really well. That actually sounds kind of interesting, and I would... It is indeed Grox. The creator can take their L and join the long line of engineers who invented things where their designed intent is overruled by user experience. Yes, they fucking can, Rust. You are 100% accurate there. So we need to go see the doctor. Yeah, I would definitely try spring roll with burger sauce. That sounds interesting to me. Oh, that door was open. Silly me. Just fucking about with the doors.
Nemo and...
Okay, no, I can't. Just gonna rummage around in the cupboard. There we go. One blue lens. Suitably pilfered.
That's not useful now.
I mean, it kind of is, but...
That's not useful now.
Oh, I can just go straight into it now. Go.
These are numbers and access card combinations. I can forge one with the tools available at Akos's workplace. I had to take note of these codes. Yes!
Hey! I was writing that down. Did I not need to write it down? I best not have needed to write it down, because if it's just... okay, you can see the revealed details in the note in the inventory. There we go. I wasted time writing it down. I wasted a post-it note. Gutted.
It doesn't work. I need something that can help me.
Ah, we had to do it that way. Okay. So. Can't take that one out. Oh, oh, we can. There we go. That's what we need to do. I'm a little bit concerned about what the numbers and symbols mean, but...
Yes.
Okay, they mean nothing. Or they mean nothing relevant to the puzzle. That's fine. Where is the captain's office? Is it this one?
That's not useful now. That's not useful now.
Guess not. We'll go up to the third floor. Okay, so this is for the elevator one.
That's not useful now.
No?
I must find some information before leaving.
Oh.
That's not useful now.
Hmm. I could do with a map, really. Go back to the first floor. No, there was nothing over here. He's probably going to say no. When is this game set? Good question, Kian. Good question. If you're thinking about any kind of historical inaccuracies, it's set in a fantasy version of the world, so that's not a major issue. It must be something on the second floor then. I know it's locked, but...
That's not useful now. That's not useful now.
I can't use either of the keys I've got here.
I've told you before. Don't.
Okay, sorry. That's just the poster. 1890 insert number here, yeah. Basically. There's a hatch up there. There's nothing there. Ah, captain's office is here. Silly me. Silly me. Didn't even notice it over there.
I've never seen Nemo with a turban. He's always in uniform.
Spotted another typo.
Personal memories. Wait. Here there are notes with the name Edriel on them.
Oh. Meeting Edriel. From Captain Nemo's diary. Macau, March 12th, 1856. Now that construction work is underway on the Nautilus, I have time to reconstruct the diaries that the nation destroyed after I was arrested. Today I want to record the events that transpired on June 27th, 1851. At that time, the war had brought me to the only village on Dongju Island in the in the China Sea on a mission to train new recruits for the resistance. The desire to avenge the death of my beloved wife and daughter spurred me on. That day, news reached me that a Western woman had arrived on the island. Tired of spending the day surrounded by recruits, I went to see who she was. I found her in the living room. There was something about her that struck my soul instantly. Not in a romantic way, but a kind of connection. We struck up a conversation naturally, like lifelong friends. When I tried to elicit from her what she was doing on that lost island, she replied that she was making a stopover to get to Shanghai, but nothing more. As we said goodbye, she told me her name, Edriel. During the days of waiting, we took walks, shared meals, and had very interesting conversations in which we imagined what the depths of the oceans could offer to humanity and how this could change the world. I was amazed by the depth of her knowledge and a wisdom that belied her age. To my surprise, she also revealed herself to be an expert on Atlantis. One of those evenings at the end of the summer, and after a particularly long conversation, I found myself overflowing with imagination, and the first image of an underwater vehicle powered by the latest generation of engines and absolutely self-sufficient came into my head. A device that would allow me to dive into the sea and leave the war behind. A whole new world just for me. The next morning, August 24th, as I went to our usual morning appointment with the first sketches of the Nautilus in my hands, I discovered that Edriel had left, aboard the freighter she had been waiting for. I was sorry not to be able to say goodbye. I had always been certain that I would never see her again. I was wrong. Whenever we come for supplies at the main market in Macau, I always have tea at the stall of Manny, a former artilleryman I met at the Battle of Okinawa. This morning she was serving it to me with her toothless smile, so dear to me, when I heard a familiar and almost forgotten voice. "Captain, I hear you are building the Nautilus. Is there room for me in your crew?" I turned, and there she was, just as I remembered her. She was one of us. Stole it from a meme that's a picture of a stone path in a college campus shaped like a 90-degree corner Z and says designer's intent, and then there's a dirt path right across it like a $sign that says user experience. Yep. Accurate.
This bookcase is hiding something.
Oh god, another one of these. Okay. Hmm. Five times 2. So 10. So it'd be that one. Does that mean I did the wrong one? Let's test the theory. Yeah, I think that's... because it's setting me back to the middle, I think that's the wrong one. So is it... oh, shit. No, I see now. There's 2 sets of Roman numerals. There is no 10 though, so we'll come out of this, make sure it's definitely reset. Ah. Yeah, okay, so that's how we know when we've got the right ones. I guess we don't have to do them in a specific order. Oh no, we have to do them in a specific order. Hello, Amelia. Welcome in and thank you for the posture check. I will not lean back in my seat for this. I can see your bad posture from here. Look, I ain't straight. There's no way I'm ever going to sit straight. I was just leaning back in my chair for that. So it was less bad posture and more just being comfortable. Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
Okay, so we know this one comes first. Or it's a correct case. Hmm. But that's just 2-4. Hmm. Oh, very cool, Amelia. Oh, I'm a fool. Okay, so... I hadn't noticed the pixels in the corners of the little piece of paper that tell you which order to do them in. Silly me. So the third one in the order is actually the fourth one. And we want 4, 5. No worries, kid. Please give Doggo some scritches from me. And then we want 3, 3.
Yes.
There you go. I'm guessing there was absolutely no way any of you folks would have been able to see that on the tiny stream screen either, because that they were really small. That was like the plus signs were literally the minimum amount of pixels they can be.
My headaches don't stop even for a minute. I believe my body rejects the ideas that lately boil inside my mind. I've conceived a god-awful plan to give the world a second chance. The war and the nation are going to end the future. Project H, as repugnant as it may sound, is the only way out for mankind. I am aware that if we take the flame and activate the aerial torpedoes, thousands of innocents will die, and I will have to carry on in my conscience with their deaths. But after the tragedy, a new and fairer world will thrive from it. I hope that that will ease my pain. Just like...
It's cut off, but it can't be. His true objective is using my capsules to bomb the nation with the flame of Hephaestus.
Basically, Kian, yeah.
To unleash a genocide. Oh my god, what am I going to do? I must stop him. But how?
Captain Nemo, captain of the Nautilus. The only certainty about the past of one of the most famous resistance leaders is that his wife and daughter were killed during the nation's invasion of the English Raj. His name rose to fame when, at the command of a small rebel group, and against all odds, he thwarted in one blow the plans of the nation to conquer India. After that first victory, he travelled around the world organising resistance cells and thus complicating the nation's advances. During those years, he realised that no matter how much military strategy the resistance developed, without modern technology they could never win the war. Thus it was that the seed of what was to become the Nautilus was planted in his head one night in the China Sea. Unfortunately, his plans were interrupted in 1852 when he was captured by the nation's spies and imprisoned in Hemera's most terrible penitentiary institution, the Terror. The warden was an ambitious officer known as Bloody Raven, who spared no hunger, labour and torture to succeed in breaking Nemo, but to no avail. With patience and the help of those who would later join the crew of the Nautilus, on August 15th, 1855, Captain Nemo led an escape that not only won his freedom, but also the destruction of the mine prison. Such an affront would not be forgotten by the Bloody Raven. After escaping, Nemo resumed the construction of the Nautilus and, a year later, set sail. Fed up with war and human cruelty, he debated whether to hide in the sea and immerse himself forever in its mysteries, or devote himself body and soul to the resistance. However, it was the sea that solved his dilemma, because, in some underwater ruins, he found the first clue to what could be the key to put an end to the nation forever: the flame of Hephaestus. Since then, Captain Nemo has poured all his efforts into finding it. There is nothing that can distract him from his goal, no cracks in his way of seeing the world and planning his actions. He is, without doubt, one of the most intelligent and cultured people in Hemera, and, therefore, also one of the most dangerous. Wonderful, thank you, Kian. So this game is Britain tries to conquer the world. Apparently so, yes. Well, Britain and Prussia.
What's this? A record of every member of the Nautilus crew since it was built. Here, no doubt.
Yeah, I think there's been some references to Britain doing stuff as well, but yeah. The nation is Prussia. Only Prussia. Okay. My mistake.
Maybe it's been manipulated. No, it certainly doesn't seem to. Am I really losing my mind? I must get out of here and reach the safe room before the captain comes after me. That's not useful now.
Britain has done things, but Prussia is the nation that conquered most stuff. Yeah, yeah. So the big bad is Prussia, but yeah, Britain aren't completely blameless, because when are they? Spoilers, it's never. Britain are never completely blameless for fucking anything. And that's not me being angry at the fact that people say that. That's me being angry at the fact that I have to live in the United Kingdom. With that being the case, this is a shit timeline.
About time.
Fuck colonialism.
Maybe I could catch him by surprise. Put him down. No. Impossible. Look at these hands. He could rip out my head with them. And then the
That's a bit harsh.
No. It's not the time. I must wait. Sorry, Captain. I got lost.
Give me the IMAG. Here, I have a blue blood concentrated sample from the Nautilus.
On that same note, fuck Leopold II, yes.
Contact with the small flame of Hephaestus that makes the IMAG work, it will reactivate it.
But also fuck National Socialism, yes.
How did you jump into that theory?
Excuse me?
Your theory. By which evidences is it supported?
I simply know it. I've spent the last years studying the flame. It will work. Give me the iMac.
No. Edriel thinks it could kill us all.
Verne, I am giving you an order. Surrender the iMac.
I don't have to take your orders. I'm not one of the crew.
You are alive thanks to me. Give it to me.
So we'll get to the end of this chapter.
Captain, with all
And
due
then
respects,
we'll have a little break and then we'll do some speedrun practice.
for a few days now, I've noticed that your behavior is getting more erratic.
How dare you! I should throw you
Very
overboard
angry.
for suggesting that. Sorry, Verne.
Like, you can tell how angry he's getting because they've pixeled spit for him.
Yes, but I can't avoid it. We are about to achieve our target, and anything can go wrong.
If everything comes out right, you will have in your hands an unimaginable power. Due to your condition.
Side note, I feel like Pixel Spit would be a really good name for a band that does chiptunes. Chiptune band.
Do you want me to surrender the control?
Hey
over the
Zeus,
flame?
welcome in. I hope you're doing well today.
Somebody more centered?
She's having a looky-loo, and this seems very intense. Yeah, they're having a bit of an argument at the moment.
Unresolved issues. But at least I
Captain Nemo wants to genocide some people, and they're bad people, but genocide is never really the option, the answer there. There are better ways to deal with your problem.
We need to carry the blue blood with us.
Lover's tiff. Sure.
Take it to the Nautilus, but be careful. It's highly unstable. Use the chemical compounds on the table to stabilize it.
But
this card will give you access to the emergency hatches and all the doors. When the blood is stabilized, run to the Nautilus.
The fuck? I'm an author, not a scientist. Something of a quarrel, a kerfuffle even, indeed. Okay. Stabilize blue blood. Danger, stabilizer position, stabilized, okay. Oh, I haven't actually, Oh, it's green. Ah, okay. Right. So that needs to be red. That needs to be green, I think. Let's find out. That's a much healthier green than it was before. And then if I put yellow there. Nope. Oops, wrong button. Oops. Let's get that back down to being fully green. And let's try... I keep hitting A instead of Y. Okay, that made it worse. That didn't do anything because I hit the wrong button. Actually, let's try green there. That did not help at all. Yeah, I know, I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. Okay. Let's try green there and green on the other side. Yay! There we go. And now we have to run to the Nautilus. Verne and energy. The importance of energy in his novels. Jules Verne, based on his scientific and technical knowledge of his time, wondered in many of his works what sources of energy could power the amazing machines he imagined. For him, the development of any civilization was only possible by the means of the energy available to it. For example, The Black Indies, 1877, the story of the Descartes coal well, exploited and then closed down, serves to express his fears about coal as a source of energy. Coal will fail one day, that is certain. A forced shutdown will be imposed on the machinery of the whole world if some new fuel is not found to replace it. In the same novel, a subterranean town appears illuminated by the suspended discs that work by electromagnetism. In 1930, the engineer Georges Claude built the first tidal power plant, recognizing as a source of inspiration a phrase told by Captain Nemo that appears in 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, the first to be written on the subject. By creating a circuit between two cables submerged at different depths, it should be possible to obtain electricity from the difference in temperature to which they would have been exposed. Yo, magnets! Yep. But one of Verne's most prophetic visions appears in The Mysterious Island, 1875. I believe that, one day, water will be a fuel, that the hydrogen and oxygen that constitute it, used alone or together, will provide an inexhaustible source of energy and light, with an intensity that coal cannot. That, since coal reserves will be exhausted, we will be heated by water. Water will be the coal of the future. Orphans make for good science. They lived through peer review and seen the result. I suppose so. Yeah, Verne's a pretty cool guy. The Island, Exploration Report, August 2nd, 1850. 6:37 a.m. As dawn breaks on our first day here, a blazing sun warms its upper layers and filters down to the surface of the islet. Islet? Why did I say it like that? About 6:30, 3/4 of an hour after sunrise, the fog has become more transparent. It has thickened at the top, but dissipated at the bottom. Now we see the whole islet, as if it had descended from a cloud. The sea has appeared in a circular plain, infinite on the east, but bounded on the west by a high and steep coast. Is this barren, rocky, bare islet a desolate refuge for a few seabirds, part of a larger archipelago? Words are hard. They are. And, reading words out loud makes them more hard. Run to the Nautilus. Ah, hatches. Yeah. What? We can't build an entire society off of resources that will never replenish? Yeah, that's what Jules Verne said.
I must hide.
Oh, goody! A stealth section. The Echo Guard, the nation's elite corps. The nation's army is the most fearsome in all of Hemera, both for its fierceness and its cutting-edge technology. Over the years, it has fought multiple wars, crushing everything in its path. Among all its units, the Echo Guard stands out, a team of special forces created and led with an iron fist by the fearsome Bloody Raven. Their name, according to their own tradition, comes from the fact that they consider themselves to be the echo that follows the croaking of the raven. This elite guard is responsible for the security of the Curia and for carrying out most important actions, such as the invasion of the Jaw Peninsula in the Dragon Sea, where, faced with the fierce resistance presented by the inhabitants of the city of Xichao, they chose to exterminate any trace of life using mustard gas. Fuck! This core can only be accessed by those who survive a ferocious training. Such is the brainwashing to which they are subjugated during this period, that the Chosen Ones, in addition to leaving transformed into killing machines, worship the Bloody Raven as if he was a god of war. There are two types of units: Echoes, infantry troops, and Pyromantics, shock troops, specialists in explosives and attached to their flamethrowers like a rider to his horse. Sounds like combulism to me. How am I going to get past these guys? Holy shit. Ah, that's how. By hiding behind things. Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. I figured I'd best wait until he comes back this way so that I've got plenty of time to go this way. Yay! We got through the stealth section without getting shot. Woo! Oh shit.
Look everywhere. I want Verne and I want him alive. Do you hear me? If I see even a little scratch on him, the person responsible will answer before me.
Merde. It's Bloody Raven again. I must pass unseen.
Here he is. Take it. Hands up.
I hit the right button. What the fuck? I mean, I wasn't expecting that to happen, but... Okay, so where am I supposed to go? Can I go this way? No. I don't appear to have anywhere I can hide. Do I just have to wait until he's looking the other way?
Here he is. Take it.
No, apparently not.
Faster. It works. Get rid of this debris. Verne, you chose the wrong side. Join me. Forget Nemo. His days of piracy are over.
I will never work for murderers.
Listen, come with me. I give you my word as an officer and a gentleman that you will have everything you can desire to make your research about the artifact and the flame of Hephaestus. We can change the world together.
Lately, I've heard too many times the words change the world to still believe in them.
Nah.
Good luck with it.
Verne! Verne! I will find you! I swear it! Faster!
Akos! Good heavens! Wait a minute. I'm sure the Illumium will be important.
Where's the Illumium? Is it already gone? Guess so.
I need something that can help me.
This one. The Cave. Exploration Report. August 4th, 1850. 6:05 p.m. At a height of 100 feet rises a vaulted roof supported on basalt shafts. Irregular arches, strange mouldings, appear on the columns erected by nature in thousands from the first epochs of the formation of the globe. The basalt pillars fitted one into another measure from 40 to 50 feet in height, and the water, calm in spite of the tumult outside, washes their base. A brilliant focus of light touches every point of the rocks and floods the walls with light. The enormous cavern is empty. We have explored it in every direction. There is nothing here, not an animal, not a human being. Oh, I can only drag it that far. Okay. Ah, here we go. Where are we supposed to put these? Ah! We don't need to put that one back down. It's fine. Freedom!
Mon Dieu!
Nemo's access hatches aren't so stupid now. Overheated or open hatch? Let's go open hatch, I think.
Before escaping, they left the emergency hatch open.
Oh, that made it worse.
The cannon overheated and took a bit longer to spew its deadly charge, impacting a few seconds later.
Because we've already got the thing for that anyway, so... Yeah, there we go. Oh, we don't have to run for this bit. We can just let him do the running. That's fine. I'm okay with that.
The coldness Nemo displayed when he sacrificed his sanctuary shocked me. The iMag returned to life. Why? Was it because of my finding out about Nemo? The horror that the Raven inspired in me? All these questions throng inside my head, unanswered. But one of them tortured me. How could a bookworm like me stop the most intelligent and boldest man in Hemera?
And that's where we're gonna leave it until next weekend. I'm sorry. I mean, that's like perfect cliffhanger territory, but I'm sorry. I did say we'd get to the end of that chapter and then we'd move over to speedrun practice, because I do need to get some speedrun practice done today.
Farewell, my friend.
Oh, we're not going anywhere yet, Rocket. Just time for speedruns now. But you are most welcome. So, I'm going to put us into the BRB screen for a moment while I set things up. And then I will take a little break. Probably about 5 minutes. I nearly hit the ending button then. That would have been awkward. I'm always sticky on these streams. I am still here. Actually, I don't even know if I've got a microphone on here still. I think I do. I do. So I'm going to mute the clip rotator while I'm here. Because I can chat to you folks whilst I'm setting stuff up. And then I'll turn it back on so that... while I'm having my break, you aren't left in complete silence. I'm very glad about how nice this game is. Yeah, it's been fun so far. Thank you very much for gifting it to me, Grox. I really do appreciate it. It's a very pretty game, and the story is interesting. It's not quite as point and clicky as I was expecting it to be, I must admit, but that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing in the slightest. I don't know how long it is either. I'm guessing that we're probably at the midpoint here. Maybe a third of the way through on the outside. Yeah. I am actually, before I set the game up, I'm going to ask you folks what we should speedrun today. I'm going to put up a little poll. And we might do a couple of things if you folks decide on like one of the shorter games that I run. Oh, speedrunning doesn't have an O in it, Hobbs. There we go. DuckTales doesn't have a V in it. We are not allowing additional votes because democracy is dead whenever I allow additional votes. So you get one vote, and that is it. So choose wisely. I'll put the poll up for... well, let's say 5 minutes. And that gives me time to have a little break whilst it's running and you're voting. Okay? Right, the poll is up. And I will turn the clip rotator sound back on and go and have a quick break whilst you folks are deciding my fate. Okay? Now is also, because it's a decent amount of time, a great time to grab yourself a drink, have a snack, have a little stretch, potter about, anything like that. Great time to do it after you've dropped your vote in. So I'll be back soon. But yeah, please vote and do some Meat Mecha maintenance while I'm gone, and when I get back, we'll do some speedrunning.
Is that all of them? Okay. Ah, well. I was hoping to be sneakier about it, but I don't mind beating a few cops up. Please don't clip that. Let's go special. Okay, I'm not a big fan of you, but I am liking what you're saying. It's the giraffe, everybody. Say hi to the giraffe. The liquid is moving so freely, but yet what's coming out of the bottle is just... good. Ah! Oh god. Oh god. Where? Oh, fucking amazing! Yes! We mech now. Oh my god, that's awesome! Servobot has all of Naruto Boy's basic moves: jump attack, dodge, shoulder bash, uppercut. Servobot also has an extra attack called down stab. Yes! That allows you to attack from above. Yes. Fucking love this game. Just have a quick jog over here. Oh, too far. No. Oh, shit! I'm so sorry! Oh, I accidentally punched a gnome to death. I'm gonna give you a proper burial. In the appropriate place. I am so sorry. Oh. Let's find a nice tree to bury the bones under. So I can hide my shame. We'll put them here. I'm sorry, little gnome.
And so we've come to this one last spin of the round.
Oh no. Fear.
This last
Oh.
spin is up to you.
Come on, Wib.
We filled his dirty little spin hole.
Let's get busy.
Ivan!
Okay.
It's fun to share points.
Oh, yeah!
I got points!
Yay! And what do points mean?
What's
Validation.
on my back?
Sure if you've heard this before, but I'm getting huge ASMR tingles from your voice. Is that a good thing? Nobody's ever described my voice as being ASMR-y before. But then again, I don't normally speak like this on stream, so that might be why. Maybe I'll make this a thing for the late night lounge specifically. We'll make it a nice, chill horror find. That's it! Piss off! Go nick someone else's chips. For those of you in chat that have played this game before, as is always the case, please refrain from any spoilers, because I have equipped Tidders with an additional tool in her arsenal.
No spoilers, you fucking shitebags.
Should you disobey that rule. I hear you, little friend. I'm coming. There you are. Hello. Hello. Oh, shit!
This is rubbish. This is an abomination.
The game lied to me. I feel betrayed. I will never trust a grub in a jar again. Oh, look at his leg. Look at his leg go. He's got an itchy leggy. Okay, enough of the leg wiggles. Or not. Oh my god.
I don't think this is such a good idea.
He's scratching his ass with his
I'm
foot.
back. Still got some setup to do, but I figured I'd just come back and be like, hello, and chat to you, instead of you potentially ending up having to watch the same clip over and over again. Also, for anybody that saw the old school RuneScape clip where I murder the gnome by accident, Makeship, I think it is, are now making old school RuneScape plushies, and they've made the gnome child as a plushie. And I saw that on Twitter, and because of the way the images were being displayed, that was the only one it showed me. because Twitter was being fucky. Surprise, surprise. And I was just like, wow, it's like they're trying to make me relive my worst moment during that marathon all over again by presenting me with a plushie.